Hey, everybody, it's Versus. It's episode 70. We went 10 times 7. We did it. I'm JWMaher. That's Will Cohen. Will, how you feeling this week?
You know, every now and then a film comes along that you need to respect, that you need to delve right deep into it. This is not that film at all.
Yeah, we're getting into a string of movies where, as far as ITN standards go, nowadays there's like a couple directors that just do a bunch of movies. These are just like single shots. Directors made one movie. We're in that string right now. But go ahead, we'll start.
Yeah, like this is like easily one of the most nonsensical ones. But it falls under a lot of the same tropes as ITN films do. But at least a lot of those ITN films have respect, and this one doesn't have any respect for its audience, its material, anything. This just has no respect whatsoever. Right. Of course, we're talking about The Trees Have Eyes.
Yes. Let me toss that trailer up.
We got a tip from an informant. Looks like some kids out here hiking.
Or our new homie stole the car.
Let's get our gear, track down our payday.
He was in for armed robbery and a few sexual assault charges.
You get a thrill out of it?
Oh yeah, you'll see, doll. There is no greater thrill than hunting a human.
Hey guys.
Blow a crater in this guy's chest!
No, seriously guys, I think someone's out there.
I'll check it out.
There's too many of them!
You don't get to be sorry! You shot my son!
No!
You really don't want to continue with this.
We need to go now!
That's The Trees Have Eyes. Yeah, it's a zombie movie, if you couldn't figure that out from the trailer, and they kind of lay out the plot. The reason why we're in the woods is a bunch of bounty hunters have tracked a felon to the woods. They're going to get him.
Fuck me, man. I cannot believe we gotta drag our asses all the way out here for this motherfucker.
And then a group of people are also backpacking in the woods. And then we get introduced to other characters later. My one big thing, it being a zombie movie, and well, maybe you could shed some light on it. They go to a great lengths to let us know that not only has this gentleman fled to an area that is lowly habitated, but these kids are camping in an area that is lowly habitated. Where the fuck do all these zombies come from then?
So, how deep in the sticks are we anyway?
Almost 2 miles?
I wish I could shed some light on it.
Yeah, they don't tell us that.
But the thing is, like, this is one of those ITN tropes that they just 100% fall into, where it's like information could have been given. Like, one line of dialogue is all that was needed. And they just don't do it. This film is 75 minutes long. They could have taken 2 extra minutes to give us some kind of explanation where these people are coming from. And they don't do that. They give us literally nothing to work with. But let's talk about these bounty hunters, because Jesus Christ.
Well, one of them is played by Tony Moran, who obviously, if you're like you have to be like really deep in, like, you have to like go to conventions and like watch a ton of movies for that name to be familiar to you, because just dropping him as the star of your movie is not, obviously this movie was not a blockbuster hit. No. Cool. He was in Halloween. Yes, he actually plays Michael Myers as a younger man, but he's not Michael Myers the killer. He's Michael Myers the young adult in Halloween.
Right. But these bounty hunters are like most like stereotypical like redneck like.
Yeah, that's why you'll make great bait.
Yeah, fuck that.
Hold on. It's not a bad idea.
ICE candidates you can think of.
Who the hell? What the fuck? Oh, please don't kill me, please!
And they're just misogynistic as hell. Like there's one woman in the group, and all of them keep talking about how they want to fuck this woman.
I really shouldn't be working with these guys.
Which is just uncomfortable.
Too late, she's pregnant. And she's with one of the guys, Junior, I believe, is like her baby daddy. And then his father is Henry, right? And Bosk is like the head of the crew. And then Colt is like, he's Colt. He's the Colt guy. He's the dude. He's just the white dude who's also a bounty hunter.
Right. So, but again, as you alluded to at the beginning, they don't do anything to make us care about these characters at all. They don't.
This movie is, like I said in my Letterboxd review, it's as if you took a bunch of background characters from like a respected horror movie, like, but what's going on with those people? and they do like a whole movie about it. It's like, this is what happened to them. I'm like, oh, cool. I wish I didn't ask. Then we have our campers, and it is like, I mean, I'm not going to sit here and act like this is like a badge of, like honor for these movies, but like they at least hit the regular beats of horror movies with these kids in the woods. Like it's not like this ITN like where it's like sanitized and it still sucks. They at least like do the whole like these are horny kids in the woods.
Oh, we were just hanging out.
Actually, you did interrupt, but since you're already here, you might as well join.
Keep dreaming.
There's like a lesbian couple, and the one girl goes skinny dipping. And they really do it. So like that's a cool, familiar, comfort food style plot to have. These people can't act worth shit, but they're doing the right stuff, And I will say, as a positive thing, they do that one scene, which is like such a it was like novel to me. I don't think it's ever been done before, where like the lesbians are about to like have sex and the girl is on top and she takes her top off, and that's the moment like then the zombies come in the background. You're like, oh shit, that's cool. So I will give them credit for that. That's pretty cool.
I mean, sure, she's looking to get eaten and then she gets eaten.
Yeah.
Which is, great. But at the same time, that's the only plus. Like as soon as like the zombies like start attacking, that's when everything just becomes so boilerplate and generic.
I'll say they kind of subvert your expectations a little bit, and it's not done in a good way. Like you think that Claire, the pregnant bounty hunter, is like your final girl, like your main character. Surprise, she's not. Colt is your main character. Like the crew cut white guy is your main character. And then out of the group of campers, Samantha, who you think is your main character, is your main character. So they have subvert your expectations. Samantha is there. Her boyfriend is Randall. Randall is a piece of shit, but like they give him at least one good line, which I'll get to later. Then there's there's Tegan, who's this girl who's with him that goes skinny dipping. She's not with anybody. She's just there to go skinny dipping. Then there's like the lesbian couple, and then there's the other girl. There's a girl who shows up camping in her cheerleading outfit, Madison, I think, and like she's like the foil. Like he's gonna go cheat with her, and like the fact that she shows up on a camping trip in her cheerleading outfit is so dumb, I'm not even going to ask questions about it.
But that's the thing. It's like you're not supposed to ask questions about these films. You're not really supposed to ask questions about a horror film.
Right.
But at some point, there should be a limit. They should like cap where the dumb line is, and they just don't here.
Like I don't understand it at all. Like there's points in the film like it I'll say this not even positive, like neutrally around the film. It understands it's a zombie movie and it hits all the familiar beats of a zombie movie, to me at least. But like they don't like their decisions they make. They're not stupid decisions. They're just like weird decisions. Like Randall, right before he delivers the best line in the movie, like when he gets to the car and then he locks Samantha out of the car.
You really should learn to keep your whore mouth shut.
What?
And he drives away, and I'm like, wow. And like I thought that this movie would have been so much better if Randall never shows up again.
That's true.
That would have been great. But then like here's the thing: like they get to a car. Samantha and Colt get to a car. They're safe in these cars. They're driving the fuck away in these cars. Then they get out of the cars. Okay. They get to a farm, and they introduce a whole new set of characters, like with 20 minutes to go in the movie.
Colt.
Drop the gun.
Listen, you gotta shut that door right now.
I'm not doing anything until you drop that gun.
Which is weird. And then they're safe at the farm, and then they leave the farm. But then when they're off the farm, like, we got to go back to the farm.
They're all around us. We have to find the farm.
Don't leave the fucking farm. Like just blow. But then it's like they somehow know there's like a medical military installation. I guess that's the explanation where the zombies are coming from, because they think it's safe to go there. But when they get there, it's overrun.
Half these things out there have been doctors and soldiers. There's no help here.
Then what can we do?
And then that's the end of it. The movie literally ends. It's like, we got to find a place to be. No shit. That's what he should have been doing the whole time. The ending of this movie is infuriating in the fact that it ends like the novella of The Mist ends, where it's like, we're driving down the road. Hopefully we're going to be okay. End scene.
We survive as long as we can, no matter what it takes.
There's like two scenes I think I'll go back to revisit. One is the fact they find the felon. Shocker, he's black.
Wait for what, player?
Darnell, we were hoping this was your campsite.
And that's not my opinion. I'm just saying, like, that seems to be the opinion. Like, there's bounty hunters. They have to be hunting a black guy, right? You got it. They were. They didn't throw any twists there. The sexual predator armed robber is a black man. Congratulations, they did it. And the way they catch him and they're bringing him back, and they just kind of like they just throw him to the zombies. Who gives a fuck? But there you go. We don't need this bounty anymore.
Oh, what are you doing, man? What are you doing? Oh, man! No, what are you doing? No, get off me!
But then you're right. The girl Allison gets hurt. Does she get hurt, or does she? Because the whole thing is like she's in shock. Like Allison is one of the lesbians. She watched the other lesbian get killed, and I think she's just in shock. And then like,
but she's not moving.
Yeah, she's like in full fledged like World War I shell shock. And like Samantha and Randall are like dragging her through the woods, and then Samantha knows Randall's an asshole. And she's like, oh, I can't carry her anymore. Randall, can you carry her by yourself? And he's like, sure. And he just pushes her up against a tree and like walks away.
I'm sorry, Ellie, but I'm not going to die for you. Fuck that.
Like, you knew. And then she gets angry at him. Like, you knew what the fuck was going to happen, Samantha. Don't be stupid. And it's little moments like that where I'm like, I enjoyed this movie. Not to a point that I'm going to give it a good score, but there was little things like that where I was like, okay, that was cool. Okay, that was funny. Okay, that was funny. The movie does suck though. Anything else you want to talk about?
Yeah, I'll go into like things more in the ratings, but there's literally nothing else to talk about on this film.
Sounds good.
So I'll go first because I know that I'm the more negative one on here. When this film's not being misogynistic, it's being racist. When it's not being racist, it's somehow being stupid. Just all these stupid tropes just keep getting worse and worse. Just pile on and compile into like just a convoluted mess of a film. And at 75 minutes long, this felt like I was like watching The Irishman again. Half star.
All right. Like I said, I am not making an excuse for misogyny or racism. I am not doing that. Some of my favorite movies, though, and some of the favorite movies of all people, I do have misogynistic and racist tones as well. So that's a conversation for another day. However, this wasn't that bad. It's not good. Like, the acting is horrible. The practical effects are better than they should be. Okay, let's put it that way. They're better. So clearly, this is just another movie where the people who are doing the effects have it in their portfolio. But for the sake of just like the novelty, the unintentional funny stuff, and the effects, I'm gonna go 2 on this. It's just I'm not gonna say it's worth your time, but if you're like a person that just loves watching horror movies and like I would recommend it to you then and only then. How about that?
Right. Sure.
What
are we watching next week?
Yeah, next week it's another like this. Not only does this director only have the 1 credit on Letterboxd, but every single actor in the movie also only has this movie as their credit. So it's got to be fucking phenomenal. Terror at Bigfoot Pond is next week on Versus. It's got to be bad. When I see that on Letterboxd, like nobody else has ever done anything else, and the director's never done anything else. It's got to be like student film level bad. It's just got to be. But if you made this far in the video, like, comment, subscribe, and share. Go to the Facebook group at Why We Love Horror. Go over to the Letterboxd here at this website, and you can join us for the Letterboxd challenges happening every week. There's a show about it. And the schedule here is always the same. Sunday, Why We Love Horror TV, still doing Dexter Resurrection. Versus is Mondays, you're watching it. Tuesday, Why Liv Loves Horror. Wednesday, Aaron Unwinds. Thursday, the Why We Love Horror Letterboxd Challenge Watch Along Show. And Friday, we give you at least 2 episodes of Why We Love Horror Trivia. Until next time, I'm JWMaher, Will Cohen. This has been Versus.